everybody. It's been about a year since I've last posted. I am 2.5 years out from the vertical sleeve gastrectomy. I had my surgery on October 11th, 2016. Before surgery, I was 222 pounds. My lowest weight was 153 pounds. I really haven't made a video because I've been dealing with a lot of stuff that I just kind of needed to go through privately. And the reason I decided to speak today was because, my whole reason for starting the videos was kind of for me to look back on and see where I was at that point in time, and also hopefully helping others along the way that may be going through a similar situation. Pardon my voice, I got a cold. Anyway, so what's been going on? I went through a really rough divorce and custody included in that, and there were days that I didn't feel like I could even go on. But there's always light at the end of the tunnel. Because of that, I had to leave my home, but now I have an even better one. I had to leave my job because it didn't pay enough, and now I have an even better one. Yeah, I work in a vet hospital, so it's really cool. I get to be by animals, so if I ever have a bad day, I just get to snuggle them. But as far as weight loss goes, so let's see, last year around this time was the last time I was able to see my surgeon because I lost the insurance when the divorce was finalized, and he doesn't accept the insurance I have now. So I had to find a new surgeon, but I haven't done that until just now. So about a year without my surgeon, and I felt kind of abandoned, I guess. I couldn't go to them for any problems or to help me get back on track or anything. And last time I'd seen them, they just said, you're going through a lot, take care of yourself, you know how to get back on track, you know what to do. Well, here I am today, 37 pounds heavier, not happy. My health issues are starting to creep up. My blood pressure is all over the place. One day it's up, one day it's down. It's, never the same. My cholesterol is high, and I'm worried about, I was in pre-diabetes before. I'm worried about getting diabetes. I'll get these spells where I get really sweaty and lightheaded and I have to eat. Otherwise I feel like I'll pass out. So that's concerning. January 7th, just a couple months ago, I had to have hip surgery, and I feel like the extra weight that I put on didn't help with that. So what happened is, I guess, like sometimes during development or, other things can cause it, but your bone to kind of grow weird. So my hip joint, it's supposed to just go like this. Mine had a little extra bone, so it was going like this, and it tore my labrum, which is like the cushioning between the socket and the hip joint thing or whatever. Anyways, I had to have the bone shaved and the tear repaired, and I feel like it was made more painful and more worse before because of my weight. And there's little things that I'm noticing because the weight is creeping back up. It really bothers me. So one of the biggest problems I have is GERD. Before the sleeve, I think I had heartburn once in my life. It was, never any issues with it or anything, and I was never told that the sleeve can cause worsening symptoms, or it can bring on symptoms in people who've never had it before. So, yay, lucky me, I'm one of them. So it gets bad. I'll wake up in the middle of the night and I'll throw up clear liquid, and it always just comes up. Like, I can't stop it. It's always, that burny liquid. I have heartburn. I have a hard time eating normally because of it. I get stomach aches. My chest will hurt. I'm getting migraines all the time. All sorts of kind of things that, you can blame on either the weight loss or the weight gain or the GERD. So I was speaking with one of my friends who had the sleeve as well, and she recommended me to her surgeon because he takes my insurance. And I called them, and I have an appointment on April 10th, and I'm going to talk to them about maybe getting in a Get Back on Track program, but I'd also like to bring up the possibility of a sleeve or of a revision from the sleeve to the bypass. That would help with the GERD, and it would give me a second chance at losing the weight. I am so disappointed in myself every time I think about the weight gain. I think I'm hardest on myself. And people around me are like, oh, you're still beautiful. You still should be proud. You still look great. And to me, they're lying to my face. I don't believe a word they say because I'm not. I'm heavy. I'm unhealthy. There's nothing beautiful about being unhealthy. So, anyway, I'm really praying for the revision, and I sat and thought, I'm like, do I deserve a revision? Some may say no. You went off track. That's your fault. You deserve it. But I really feel like if I could have done everything all over again, if I would have been as strict as I was with my diet and I would have stayed where I was during the divorce, that I wouldn't have made it through another day. Not saying that I needed the food to heal me or to comfort me, but my mind was so distracted with everything else going on that if I added one more thing, I might have had a mental breakdown. And unfortunately, my health is what I let go. So, hopefully with all that past and all these new wonderful changes ahead of me, that, I would be able to do it and stick to it. My hip is repaired now, so I could get back in the gym soon, and, everything you have to do. You guys know. I mean, if you're watching my video, you've either researched it or been through it, so you know what you gotta do. And I know what I gotta do. So anyways, if you guys have any opinions, any thoughts, if you've had a revision, anything like that, let me know your thoughts on it all. Other than that, that's all I have for today. So I will try to update you after April 10th when I speak with the surgeon, and we'll see how that goes. You guys have a great week.